5:06 this morning, and now to an update out of Georgia. That's where former First Lady Rosalynn Carter has passed away at the age of 96. She died in her family home with her loved ones by her side 2 days after entering into hospice care. Rosalynn was married to President Jimmy Carter for more than 75 years. Their son, Chip Carter, said in a statement that his mother's life of service and compassion was an example for all Americans. He said that she will be missed not only by her family, but by the many people who have better mental health care thanks to her. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden were in Virginia on Sunday visiting the Naval Station at Norfolk to thank service members during a Friendsgiving celebration when they heard the news of Carter's passing. The First Lady reacted to the passing during a speech.
Former First Lady Rosalynn Carter has just passed. And she was well known for her efforts on mental health and caregiving and women's rights. So I hope that during the holidays you'll consider include the Carter family in your prayers.
Earlier this year, the former First Lady was diagnosed with dementia. Meantime, her husband, former President Jimmy Carter, has been in hospice care at their home since February.
Former presidents joined President Joe Biden in paying tribute to former First Lady Rosalynn Carter after news of her passing. Fox's correspondent Lucas Tomlinson has more from the White House.
President Biden and the First Lady were at Naval Station Norfolk when news broke that Rosalynn Carter had died. It's only fitting because she married a Navy man, a submarine officer. Here's President Biden before boarding Air Force One to return to the White House.
You know, they're really an incredible family because they brought so much grace to the office. I talked to the family today, not the family spokesman today in Plains, and I was told that all the family, all the children and grandchildren are with Jimmy.
It was Jimmy Carter's mother, a nurse, who delivered Rosalynn. She married the future president in 1946, soon after he graduated from the Naval Academy, the only president to graduate from Annapolis. Here is then Midshipman Carter from the Lucky Bag, the Naval Academy yearbook. Jimmy Carter called his wife the most influential person on his life. When Carter occupied the White House between 1977 and 1981, she held great influence behind the scenes. He even dispatched her to Latin America shortly after taking office to meet with dictators to let them know her husband was serious about human rights. Tributes from former presidents have come in. Here's former President and Mrs. George W. Bush. Quote, "We are saddened by the passing of former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. She was a woman of dignity and strength. There is no greater advocate of President Carter, and their partnership set a wonderful example of loyalty and fidelity. She leaves behind an important legacy in her work to destigmatize mental health. We join our fellow citizens in sending our condolences to President Carter and their family." And here's another tribute from the Clintons, saying in part, quote, "Throughout her long, remarkable life, she was an unwavering voice for the overlooked and underrepresented. Thanks to her mental health advocacy, more people live with better care and less stigma." In a White House statement, President Biden and the First Lady said Rosalynn Carter did more than anyone to address society's greatest needs. At the White House, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.